Hello everyone, Corpse here. I'm gonna be making this video on the video series on the Radiant channel, and it's gonna be Rainbow Six Siege for Dummies. Now, if you are an advanced player who's played this game competitively for a while, you will know pretty much everything I'm about to say in this video, and I'm sure you will know everything. But since this is a video for people that might not know about Rainbow Six or that know very little about it, and especially in terms of esports, this is the kind of video, this is the target audience. So, Rainbow Six Siege came out 1st of December 2015, and as soon as that happened, there was a competitive scene really started rising pretty much as soon as New Year's was gone. The first season of Pro League started out. Actually, I'm not sure whether it was directly there or February or March, but anyways, after New Year's was done, that's when the Pro League started rolling, and obviously the obvious qualifiers and stuff like that before it were held by ESL. And ESL took this game under their wing, and so yeah, it started very early on gathering competitors that want to make it to the Pro League. Now, what comes to this very basics of this game is this is a 5v5 game which has attackers and defenders. Now, and from a competitive standpoint, you only play the game mode TDM Bomb, which is a game mode where attackers try to bring a diffuser in one of two sites and defuse the bomb that's on the site. Now, obviously defenders are gonna do what they can to either eliminate the attackers or defuse the bomb, whether it's planted or the diffuser. Now the attackers try to either eliminate the defenders or then try to successfully defuse the bomb that the defenders have. Now, this game has 9 maps in the current ESL map pool, and 9 of those maps are obviously then played, and there are veto processes where you ban and pick maps and all that stuff, but I'm not going to get into that too much because we're still in the very, very basics here. So I'd like to talk a bit about how this game actually runs. What is the very first thing you do when you get into a competitive game of Rainbow Six Siege? Now, if you're an attacker, you will pick one of all these operators that are on the left side of the screen. Now, say I'm gonna pick something like Buck is quite a highly versatile operator. This game has mechanics where floors can break, walls can break, pretty much almost everything is destructible. So Buck is quite a good pick for pretty much any situation, because you can sort of say the defenders are defending a bomb site downstairs. Now, if Buck gets top floor control, he can shoot the floor and therefore create lines of sight that weren't there in the first place. Now, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good way to really pinch the defenders in. Yeah. The next thing, let's take for example Thermite. That's one of these operators where him and Hibana are the only people in this game that are able to destroy so-called reinforced walls that I will show you in a minute with one of my teammates. I will show you in a minute what I mean. Now, these two operators, they can destroy reinforced walls that defenders can make that are not explodable or destroyable in any other means except these exothermic charges or X-Kairos pellets. Now, if we want to sort of counter this stuff, say we want to counter Thermite from doing what his ability does with the exothermic charge, we can, for example, counter it with Bandit that sets electrical charges or shock wires onto those walls that will destroy the exothermic charge before it's able to explode. Mute does pretty much the same thing, except it doesn't destroy the exothermic charge. Now, next I'd like to go on a server and show you a few things of what I just was speaking about so that it's more clear. Now, I'm with my teammate on a server, and I'm gonna show you, for example, what I meant about Thermite that I was just talking about. So I'm currently in the attacker side, and my teammate is on the defender's side. And I'm gonna show you all what I mean by breaching a reinforcement and what it looks like to make a reinforcement and stuff like that. But first off, I'd like to explain this is the so-called drone phase. In the drone phase, you usually find, I mean, you always sort of need to find where you're attacking. So right now I'm searching the building, and here we are. We found the site. Usually at this point we try to save the drone so that we can use it on a later phase of the game.
10 seconds.
So now that we know where the site is, we can start playing an attack.
5 seconds.
Usually you'll have some of your teammates droning, the others in,
diffuser is
the
now
entry
secured.
players in,
You found a bomb.
stuff like
Make
that.
your way to its location and defuse
Also, what you need to watch out for is cameras outside that the defenders can use. Also, there is an operator called Valkyrie. There is an operator called Valkyrie that can also spot me through his own cams. And also the team can see Valkyrie's cams on the defensive side. So I'm going to show you these operator abilities. Alright. Now, I would like my teammate to come over here and reinforce this wall and that wall. The right and the left wall. The right and the very left
Bomb
wall.
has been located.
Alright. So this is what a reinforced wall looks like. And here you can see how the reinforcements are made. Now, here's the difference between an unreinforced wall and a reinforced wall. I can shoot the reinforced wall as much as I want to, but nothing's gonna happen. No bullets are gonna come to the other side. Now, an unreinforced wall, what happens to it when I start shooting it? It's in pieces in a matter of seconds. So, having tactical reinforcements here and there is really, really, really important. Now, next what I'd like to show you is Mira's special ability. Now, if you would, place a mirror window in either one of the walls. There. This is a mirror window, a black mirror, or whatever they call in the game. And yeah, it's bright as day for me. But when I go to the other side, Tiger, take that same position I was in. I can't see anything. And this is a very dangerous thing to see every single time, because right now he has all eyes on me, and I can't see him. He can even peek from here, and I wouldn't have an idea when to pre-fire or when to do anything about it. So this is very dangerous. Now I'm gonna show something that Thermite can do. Say this whole wall was reinforced, and I wanted to get on this side. And let's forget there's a door here, obviously. So I'm trying to get on the other side of here. And this is Thermite's ability, taking the exothermic charge and destroying the wall. Like this.
15 seconds left.
That and Hibana's X-Kairos pellets are the only way
10 seconds.
to take down a reinforced wall. Now next up, Tiger, I'd like you to take, let's say, right, just take Thermite. I'm gonna show you how you would counter something that Thermite does. Now, I'm gonna go to the same site, kid's bedroom, and I'm gonna do the same reinforcements.
Protect the bomb.
Also, I'm gonna show you a little something that is also cool about this game. I'm gonna place a few barbed wires here.
Ready for assault.
It's gonna be a lot slower and more difficult for the enemy to come to my place. And by the way, this is what a drone looks like. You might want to shoot them when you see them, because otherwise the enemy can use them later on in the game.
10 seconds.
Also gonna place a barbed wire here, just for the lulz.
5 seconds and counting.
Alright. I'm gonna show what
Four
these
has
things
located a
do.
bomb.
Now
Get ready
we
for
have the
hostile
same
action.
reinforcements here. By placing one of these shock wires, it's gonna shock this wall, and an exothermic charge is not able to be on this wall. It's gonna get destroyed. Alright, so we have our teammate right here. And now I would like you to go on the other side and show me how you would breach a wall like this. It's not possible. A way to counter this, once again, to re-counter this from the attacking side, is by using a Twitch drone or a Thatcher's EMP grenade to destroy any electric devices such as this. Now, obviously it can be also shot just like that, but you won't always get a sightline for it. So, now that it's shot, would you show me how to blow that shit up? Just like that. So this is just one of the examples of how many abilities this game can possibly have, and pretty much everything in this game has a counter and has something useful to it. Like, every single operator brings something to the table. There is an operator called Jaeger that brings ADS devices that intercept projectiles such as grenades, such as EMP grenades and all of that stuff. So that would be to further counter what we just did here. And then we have obviously Mute that can place jammers so that drones are unable to move to certain positions. And once again, Thatcher's EMP grenade put a stop to that as well. Alright, there's still something I would like to show about the destruction or the destructible environments in this game, and I'd like to show it with Buck. I'm gonna go for it, and I'll show you what I mean. Now, you will learn, by playing the game, you will learn what kind of walls exactly are destructible and what kind of walls just can't be destroyed. For example, this brick wall right here can't be destroyed. This wooden wall right here can be. This wooden wall right here can be destroyed. This floor here can be destroyed in the attic. This pantry wall can be destroyed. These walls can be destroyed. This whole wooden floor can be destroyed.
10
now,
seconds to go.
And this entire place here can be destroyed. Now I'll
5
show what
seconds
that
to go.
means in action. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Buck here and run right into
Your
say
mission is to
classroom
locate
right
and
here.
defuse a bomb.
Also, I will show Buck's special ability, which is the skeleton key shotgun attachment, which is clicked like this, and now you would switch from firing Buck's normal gun, and then to switch to this. I'm just gonna break this barricade here. I'm gonna show you on this wall how it's done. Now that's how the destruction works in this game. I can create sight lines from here, for example, into kitchen if I wanted to. Now I have a sight line all the way to kitchen. Also, if I know that there's somebody, say for example, holding an angle right here, I can also destroy the floor from right here. I get him who is standing on here holding the angle for whatever reason. Now also unreinforced hatches I can destroy with this. I can quickly get into pretty much anywhere with Buck like this. And there are other operators that can do the same thing. Pretty much Sledge that has a big sledgehammer. Then you have Ash that has breaching rounds that are shot into a wall and then they explode. Then certain operators have breaching rounds. Breaching charges, which are like the exothermic charge that I showed on Thermite, but they don't break reinforced walls. Now, without further ado, I hope everyone learned a bit about the basics of this game. This game has a big learning curve, and you would have to put in very many hours to get a hang of a lot of things. There is a lot to learn, but it just gets better the more you play it. So I would like to thank everyone for watching, and yeah, peace.